I welcome you to this new episode of Italian Food Taste. It's going to be an exciting episode. Today we will be preparing one of the most famous traditional Italian dessert, namely tiramisu. If you'd like, I can also share an interesting fact. Tiramisu was originally called zuppa del duca. According to this legend, tiramisu originated in Tuscany and pastry chefs created it in honor of Cosimo de' Medici. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you to start following this channel. Il primo canale di cucina su YouTube dove uno chef italiano ti insegna a cucinare italiano. Ma non si tratta solo di imparare a fare bene le ricette, bisogna conoscere uno stile di vita. E con lo chef Mattia impari tutto questo. I tuoi amici ti chiederanno dove hai imparato a cucinare così e te risponderai su Italian Food Taste. To make tiramisu, we will need these ingredients. Bitter cocoa for garnish, 4 or 5 eggs, 750 of mascarpone cheese, 250 of lady fingers, freshly brewed coffee from a mocha pot, and 120 grams of sugar. For this preparation we'll need electric beaters and everything will be assembled in a baking dish, like this one, measuring 30 per 20 centimeters. Let's start preparing our tiramisu. First, let's make the coffee, as it needs to cool down. How do we make coffee? Here in Italy we do it like this. If you don't have a mocha pot, make it using your preferred method. I unscrew the mocha pot. Put water into the bottom part. Not completely full because we need to place this filter in. And then add the coffee grounds. I press the coffee grounds a bit. Close the mocha pot. Set it over medium heat, not too high. And now I wait for the coffee to come out from the spout at the top. It will only take a few minutes. The coffee has risen and is ready, as you can see. I'm putting the coffee in a shallow and wide container to cool it down better. For the second step, let's prepare the mascarpone. The first thing to do is to separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. Place the yolks in a larger bowl because later all the mascarpone will be added to yolks, while in the smaller bowl put the egg whites. Be careful not to get any yolk into the egg whites, otherwise you want to be able to whip them into stiff peaks. As mentioned earlier about the yolks, we whip the egg whites until stiff peaks form. Add the sugar after, or they won't whip up as nicely. Once you reach this point, the egg whites are whipped. Add half of the sugar. Mix it well. Mischiarli con le fruste. And then take the yolks. Mix the yolks with the remaining half of the sugar. When the mixture becomes creamy, you are ready to add the mascarpone little by little. If you've never done it, taste the mascarpone as it is because it's delicious. Spettacolo. Torniamo a mischiare. When you see it blends a bit, add the mascarpone. Ultima dose di mascarpone. When you reach this point, it's time to incorporate the whipped egg whites. Add the egg whites. Mix everything. And our super creamy mascarpone is ready to compose our tiramisu. Delizioso, davvero. Simply, we need to create layers of mascarpone and ladyfingers. Our tiramisu is finished! Oh no! If you remember, something is missing the bitter cocoa. Let's sprinkle a generous amount of cocoa on top without fear of patting too much. Now we can say it's ready. Here we have our tiramisu, but we can't eat yet because it's not firm enough. Before enjoying it, let's refrigerate it for about 2 hours and then we can taste it. After 2 hours, our tiramisu is ready to be plated. To finish the dish, let's give it an additional sprinkle of cocoa for decoration. And this is our tiramisu. Let's taste it right away because it looks incredible. It's truly wonderful. Really. So, this recipe is concluded. Subscribe to the channel for more recipe and let me know in the comments if yours turned out as delicious. That's it from Italian Food Taste. See you in the next recipe.